Hello gorgeous people, it's Rachel and Hunk Hands here. We are live from the Hilton in Singapore, seated in the pool sipping martinis.
How's it going? We had a little thunderstorm, but it has passed.
So we're back in the pool now. I'm ready to deliver you Singapore's only sex podcast, Sex Stuff Singapore. It has been an amazing month with our past couple of podcasts. I want to do a big shout out to our fans in Dubai. Thank you so much for your emails and your messages. I really appreciate it. And your requests. Actually, because of your requests is why we are discussing what we're discussing today. So,
what are we discussing today?
Well,
Rachel.
Well, I'm a bit hot under the collar because of this. The research I've done is, made me a bit angry. So we're all about the pubic debate.
Okay.
So when I say the pubic debate, what does this mean to you?
I'm guessing hair, but not on your head, down there.
Yes.
Okay.
Pubic hair for women. Now, I did want to talk about pubic hair for men and women, but I just got so engrossed into all the stigma attached with women and pubic hair that I barely even touched male pubic hair. And then when I did...
You just don't touch it.
And then when I did touch onto male pubic hair, there was absolutely nothing about it. So, apart from grooming. So it got me a little bit hot under the collar just for that reason. Why is it such a big thing about women and us shaving and it being, perfect and clean, and no one seems to give a shit about men?
It's kind of like armpits.
Don't even go there.
It's like guys can sort of do whatever they want, and girls are like, they have their own little double standard.
It makes me frustrated.
All right. Why does it make you frustrated? Let's dig into it.
Well, I just hate the fact that we have to have it done. It's now this thing where we as women, if it's there, guys are turned off by it.
Right.
This makes me so mad. And there's been such a big thing about lately. Some stuff I was reading about was, bleaching, the jazzling. Do you know what jazzling is?
I've heard of that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Colouring.
What is colouring?
Colouring your pubic hair.
Okay.
So obviously bleaching it and then getting it purple.
Getting it dyed or
which
like
I guess
rainbow color?
Which I think is definitely going pro bush. But so I guess the first thing is for me, what do we prefer? What do you prefer on a woman from a man's perspective?
I prefer, like My Little Pony, they have those little ponytails, so it's like a pink. So basically you
want... Oh my god, we're using a child reference to
so you want to grow a little area, like shave everything except for a circle, but then you grow that really long and you put a bow on it, dye it pink, and then it's like a little I'm just fucking kidding, but...
Oh my god, I was getting really disgusted.
Okay, anyway, so what do I actually like?
Yeah, what do you prefer?
I prefer no hair.
Nothing, no bits, nothing, no strip.
No bits. Well, the thing, if you're like bare, right? If you're waxed, I like that sensation. Like if you're going down on a girl, or if you're just even having sex. If it's like stubble, then it can be painful for the guy, or for like the girl's partner. Like I think long and short are better than stubble, in my opinion. Stubble is the worst.
I am totally in agreement with you there.
Cool.
So you expect girls to wax them?
Expect is a strong word, but if they wax or they've had, what is it, IPL?
Yep, laser.
The laser pulsing. So, yeah, I like that.
Okay. Yeah, you like it to be smooth and, yeah. Do you know how annoying it is to shave? It grows back straight away. Do you have any idea
how often do you have
effort?
to do it? How often do you have to do it?
Okay,
I don't know, as a guy, right?
Yeah. Think about your beard and stuff.
Yeah.
It's every day. Girls got a 5 o'clock shadow down there too. So the pressure on us to have to shave before every potential sexual conquest is so stressful, and it's too much pressure. And there is nothing worse than if you're going out for a night out,
right, and
you think, oh, I might pull tonight, or what if you don't know if you're going to pull, but so you're going to have to shave anyway. Pull, get laid.
Okay.
Australian colloquialisms there.
No, I've heard pull. I've only heard it from guys pulling girls. I haven't heard it the other way.
You know me, I'm just like a guy then, a girl's body.
All right, it's interesting.
Cool. So, you go out, but if you have to shave it, then...
If you feel like
it could
you
be
have
a
to
waste.
shave it, then...
Yeah, it could be a whole wasted, and the next 2 days you're going to be itchy and annoying, and... Yeah, no thanks.
So what about waxing? I think waxing is supposed to alleviate some of those issues, which Like if you shave, then maybe it'll come back like harder and more stubbly.
It does.
And then if you wax, maybe it'll come back softer.
Yes. So I don't understand girls who shave there. I think it's
It's not the right way to go about it.
It's far itchier, and it's it's annoying.
And you get like ingrowns.
But you know what? You get ingrowns from waxing. So I had been a waxer forever. Back in Australia, we had a great company called Essential Beauty, and they really brought the Brazilian wax to its true form.
Mm-hmm.
So there they would offer you an X, a double X, or a triple X. So I always went for a double X because I like to have a strip. But then sometimes...
It's like the Brazilian, like
So-
the line, like the runway.
It's everything: bum, crack, lips, all gone, top, sides, and then it would leave like a landing strip.
Right.
So you could have like a
Landing
little
strip.
V or triangle.
Okay.
So that was me.
All right.
So I've always been a waxer, and I've always enjoyed, like, when it grows back, it's not coarse. Yes, it's a bit itchy, but I got ingrowns like you wouldn't believe. In fact, I had this asshole ex-boyfriend once who thought I had a disease on my vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolute wanker. Anyway, so I was always waxer, but I always got bumps, and I was like, this is awful. And also, on top of that, it's bloody painful. It's not like, hi, spread your legs, and you're going to enjoy this. It's 25 minutes to half an hour of absolute pain. You sit there shaking. It's not cool.
How often would you have to do it?
Well, it depends on how hairy you are. So I'm fair and I'm blonde, so for me it was only every 4 weeks.
Okay.
But the thing is, again, with waxing, if you want to go to the pool, then, you'd have to kind of fix your sides.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bit irritating too. So it was just, yeah. I've recently turned to laser, and that has been a new interesting feat for me. I don't like it because I have to shave in between. I don't like shaving. But in saying that, I've learned to shave properly and only don't go against the grain. I haven't had any ingrowns, which has been quite good, and I think laser may have helped that.
So you do laser yourself, or you go to a place?
I go to a place and get laser.
Okay.
But we'll learn from I've decided after today and all my research that I'm pro-bush and I'm not having laser ever again.
Okay. So you're like, how many treatments in are you for the laser? Because
I've had 4.
You have to do like 6 total or something.
I've had 4.
How many do you have to do to?
I think it depends. Apparently, if you have fine blonde hair like me, it takes longer than like thick coarse hair. But I'm not doing it anymore. I don't care. I'm pro-bush. I am so over it, and I'm so sick of having to do it, and I just think, no, it's time for us to love our pubes and enjoy them. And yes, okay, some guys aren't going to like it, but then they're not really the right person to be with at the end of the day.
Or maybe they are, and you're throwing them away at the expense of your pube crud.
I haven't told
Hashtag pube crud.
I haven't told W my pro-bush status yet.
Oh yeah, I wonder what he'll think about that.
He is.
I mean,
he's banned the bush. He is so banned the bush. It's not even funny.
He's what?
He's banned the bush. He hates it. He hates hair.
He doesn't like it. Yeah.
He wants it gone.
What's his status down there?
Well, if we're gonna go on to men,
well, we'll just
he
is
shaved
he
all
is
the
shaved.
time. He is completely, balls are shaved, and he trims. He is a very well groomed man.
Wow.
But I don't like that.
Okay.
So it's quite frustrating.
How often does he have to shave his balls?
Oh, he's like every 3 days. Not because they're hairy, but because they itch.
That's a pain in the balls. Man.
But I hate it because, okay, here's the thing I don't like about guys who shave too closely.
Right.
When you're on top of them and you're grinding on them, it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's like the stubble we talked about.
Last
It
night,
hurts.
the stubble was, I couldn't, I hate it.
Yeah.
So I like it, a good, what do you reckon that is, a centimetre? Maybe just over a centimetre?
Right. Like
long.
Kind of to where it doesn't jab you.
Yeah,
it sort of like
and
folds
fine.
one way or the other. So.
Yeah, that's it. But I don't need it to be completely perfect I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. And I don't want to do it anymore. I'm over it. I'm not saying that I need to keep my bush, bushy, but trimmed is fine.
Are you also going to have hairy armpits from now on up?
Everyone knows that I have hairy armpits all the time, so I don't really care. I'm really lazy.
I have never looked at your armpits.
I shaved them today for a reason.
They're shaved.
Well, I've been getting laser on them, so...
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm pretty lazy on that respect too. And actually, hairy armpits are in fashion as well.
Cool. I mean, like, my thinking is it's sort of like everybody has a hairstyle, like, on their head. People don't just, like, let their hair kind of grow out, like they're a monkey. So... like everybody's sort of managing their hair. So, I think it's just another area of your body with hair that you would manage however you like. And if you want to leave it unmanaged, that's fine. but some people won't like it. You know, so it's more like your lifestyle, what your partner likes. Like personally, if I'm going down on a girl and there's a lot of bush, it just gets in the way, and you get all these hairs.
Yeah.
You get hairs in your mouth.
And
you know?
Yeah, I get that. But I'm not saying let's get the bush out, let's let it hang really low. I'm saying keep the bush, but just trim it neatly so it stays fine. Like I am going to just trim it with the razor.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do every week, every 2 weeks.
With a razor, does that mean like to the skin? Yeah.
Kind of like an electric one, like
a
guys
bite.
do their face with. That's what I'm going to do. I think this is ridiculous. And if I'm going to go in public and I don't want to have like my pubic bits on the side, then I'll just give it a delicate, you know, wax. But otherwise, no. I'm so over this. I'm so over the fact that we're forced to have it a certain way and that now men expect it to be nothing. You know, there's a reason why we have pubic hair, and you know, it's just another thing that women have to worry about and stress over and feel insecure about, and it's another insecurity. It's bad enough we have to have our hair looking good, we have to make sure that we think our body looks fantastic, makeup, nails, you know, and then to have to worry about your pubic hair as well, that it has to be, you know, pristine condition, no hair, a little bit of hair. No, let's just add another thing to make us uncomfortable. I don't think so. I am so pro bush it up.
Yeah, I mean it's like for you, if you have that opinion, and then you grow out your bush. I mean, some guys might not like that, so you would have to deal with, you know, the repercussions. So,
well,
it's, you know, you can make the choice for yourself, but you can't like say, well, everybody should think this way, so they're gonna think that way. It's like
this
is
is me. I think everyone should think my way.
Yeah, but you know, like they're gonna think the way they think. Like, you know, we can talk about whether
fine.
It's like bad or like I've heard some arguments that having like if a guy likes a girl who's waxed, that it's sort of like she's like prepubescent or something like that, and they're like there's this weird sort of, you know, like child molesty kind of thing going on, or like, you know, you're not psychologically developed all, you know, to get all Freudian or whatever. But I don't know, I think it's, you know, it's like it comes and goes. If you want to go against the trend, but it sounds like the trend is coming back. Like I think
totally
Gwyneth Paltrow was one of the first.
Well, one thing I wanted to really like talk about was all the amazing celebrities who are now like pro-Bush, and it's quite funny because they're American. And I mean, if this was out, I don't know, when was Bush last in your American?
You know, Gwyneth Paltrow's divorced.
Yeah, I know that.
Just, you know.
Totally.
I mean, what happened first?
Is it because she kept a bush?
It could be. I don't know.
Chris Martin went, nah, if you're keeping the bush, I'm out that door.
It's the straw that broke the camel's back.
I think so. So here are some celebrities who are totally pro-Bush and really believe in bushy bush. If I want to do it that way. So in vogue celebrities are Gwyneth, who you actually had already mentioned.
Yeah, I'd heard that before.
Well, she's all about, you know, green and conscious living and all these sort of things, so it doesn't surprise me.
I think she does her hair though, but okay. Anyway, go ahead.
What do you mean, does her hair?
No, I just think it's like, you know, people will spend a lot of time on certain, like the hair on their head, but they won't like the hair on their genital areas. Like for some reason, it's like, you know, I manage this, yes, but I don't manage that, no, because if I manage that, then it's like, you know, sort of unnatural or whatever. But like you look at your head and it's, you know, highly managed.
She also said that she'd rather smoke crack than eat cheese. So
there you go.
Anyway, let's another discussion.
Who else?
Cameron Diaz, like I said, Kourtney Kardashian, which whatever. I don't know which one she is. Lady Gaga, no surprise. Beyonce's sister, I think her name's Solange, but to me she's not a celebrity because I don't know who she is, but whatever, so I just call her Beyonce's sister. And my favourite person is Jenny McCartney. Now, for some of you who don't know who she is, I think every single boy would, or man, but for girls, she was actually one of the best Playboy pin-up girls of the 90s.
Sounds
Maybe.
like, was she in the, what's the beach, like, where they're all in swimsuits?
Oh, Baywatch.
Was she in Baywatch?
I don't know.
She might have been.
I just know her from basketball.
Okay.
And that she was one of Playboy's best pin-up girls. So, and I also think she may have done some porn.
There was a sex tape that went around. I think there was her and like some drummer guy. I forget what his name. Yeah, Tommy Lee. Yeah.
I think she may have done
or
some
no,
porn.
that's Pamela Anderson. I'm getting
you're
I'm completely
totally different. I can't believe you don't know who this one. Okay, you need to Google her. She's gorgeous and she's wonderful. So she recently went and did another like best of Playboy photo shoots, and she got naked, and they all gasped in horror because she had a bush, and they were like, were you expecting us to do something about that? She goes, no. And they're like, so you're happy for us to shoot you with a bush? And she's like, yes, I'm pro-bush. She really believed in having the bush, and she didn't want to shave it because people think, and society think, that she should have it, and the photos these days say that you need to have a shaved vagina to look good. So she had a photo with her amazing bush, so good for her. Claps. I'm going to be just like her.
Yeah, I think it's good not to give a fuck what other people think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, going back to relationships, yeah, if he doesn't like it, you know, we're going to have to cross that hurdle. I know W doesn't like it at all. Okay. So we're going to have to keep fighting that battle.
I don't know. I mean, it's like when you're having sex, when you're going down on a girl, you're trying to make her feel good. You're trying to, you know, make her feel good, basically, right? And it's like, for me, it's something else that gets in the way. Like, if a girl is overweight, then like the skin all just sort of folds in on itself, and it's just more stuff you got to manage. Same stuff with the hair. It'll just get in the way. You got to manage it. You know?
I'm saying trim. I'm not saying girls grow it out so it's 5 inches long. I'm saying trim it, but keep it. Why not? I can't imagine it being so awful if it's, you know, 3 centimeters long, or maybe, you know, down to a centimeter, and it's fine hair.
Yeah.
You know, it can't be that annoying to your nose and your lips and your mouth.
That sounds fine, yeah.
I'm not saying maybe don't do the lips. I understand that, but yeah, I just think it's a bit. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think it's not as big a deal as most girls make it out to be. I mean, really, as long as you don't have stubble.
Exactly, I think
it could be a lot worse, right?
Exactly, and
just don't go for stubble. Don't do stubble. Don't do that.
That means don't shave. Do not shave. Repeat, don't shave. But like, trim.
I would probably go for maybe, I don't know. If I were a girl, if I were a girl, I'd probably go trim or laser, right? So like do it once and be done. Or like do something that's a little bit managed, but it's not going to get stubbly. I wouldn't shave, right? Because shaving, you get the stubble, and it's that constant maintenance. For the waxing, there's also maintenance. Yeah, maybe I do the waxing once.
It's so painful, and it's costly. It's not cheap. It's not fun. And like I said, I just think it's really frustrating that as girls we have to, you know, again, be portrayed as if we don't have it this way, then, you know, we're not classified as sexy, or a guy's not going to do it. Right. So I actually remember when I was single, and I said to my friend, because I was in between waxes, and I knew that I was going to pull that night. Like, you know, the texting had been happening, and it was pretty obvious that I was going to be getting laid. But I was 2.5 weeks in, so there's nothing I could do. It was kind of like that, too short to be waxed. I didn't want to shave it because, you know, I didn't want to ruin the waxing time in between. Right. So I remember turning to one of my friends, and I just said to him, look, I'm probably gonna have sex tonight, but I'm at this stage. What do you think as a guy? Like, is he gonna care? Like, I was so insecure and so worried about it. And his response to me was, Rachel, he's not gonna give a shit. Yeah. Because he's gonna be having sex with you, and more than likely you're both gonna be drunk. And the last thing he's going to be thinking about when he's making love to you is that you have pubic hair. He is not going to be caring at all. It will be the last thing on his mind. He will be thinking of one thing and one thing only, and that is getting his penis into your vagina. So, it's true. Do not worry about it. Forget about it. And just move on. But I was like, oh, you know, it's just, I was so frustrated by this. Yeah. And I was really, and it was pressure. Yeah. Just like having to make sure that my hair looked great, and having, you know, a great outfit and makeup and my nails, and I looked wonderful. I was stressed about my vagina and the pubic hair that was on there. I was, again, it's another huge insecurity thing, and girls, don't be insecure about it.
What would you recommend for somebody who's, I don't know, let's say 20, and they haven't shaved or waxed or anything before, so they're full on bush? What do you think they should do? Should they start trimming? Just give it a trim and keep it trimmed. You know, like once every 2 weeks or something, or what do you think they should do? Because like full on bush can be pretty like pretty rambly.
I've seen my sister-in-law. She was training to be a beauty therapist, and I had to go because I was constantly getting waxed. So I was her model, and so we all had to be there with no pants on. All right. And you know, it's a big group of girls, and one girl, she was Asian, and I just remember the facilitator's face. She was like, oh my god, so this Asian girl had never ever done anything, and this was the biggest black bush I've ever seen in my life. It was like it just went pop.
Yeah, because Westerners, we have finer hair, right? And then like Asian people in general have the thicker hair. It depends. Yeah. There's like different, but like some people have like super thick hair. So
the lady just went and got like hair cutting scissors and a comb, and
I would not want scissors anywhere near.
She had to. She was getting the hair and snipping it off because it was so thick. So,
I would not allow scissors anywhere near my dick.
She's a beauty therapist.
I would not. That does not matter.
Don't guys use like manicure scissors to trim their pubes?
I would not have scissors. I wouldn't let anybody take scissors near my dick. Just, you gotta draw some lines.
Well, to be fair, when it comes to male pubes, I don't like a bush.
Okay.
I think now after all of this conversation, I don't like of hair either. But I think a male needs to be as a female and trim. Again, 1 to 2 centimeters long. But this whole long curly thing, no, either. So, but I would never judge a man from having that either.
Okay.
But thinking of what I want from men, like I tell my boyfriend all the time, you don't need to shave your balls all the time. It's ridiculous. He does it for himself.
He just likes to shave his balls.
But I'm constantly yelling at him.
Don't shame him.
Don't you dare shave that. Don't shave your pubic region because it hurts.
Yeah.
I'm very angry.
It's riding the tiger. It's riding the tiger. Once you're on the tiger, you don't get off.
And
the tiger's going to eat you.
You can feel it in your clitoris. You can feel it all along the inside of your vagina. It's just awful.
You feel it when your balls rub against each other.
Ugh.
Oh my god. So basically, if you're gonna shave, you gotta shave like religiously. You need to do it for real. Like,
I feel like we've just given everyone like opinions on it and not really helped.
Like shaving. I mean, I don't see why anybody would want to shave, right? I mean, it sounds like that one's out. Just don't shave.
Quick and easy, I guess.
Yeah, so don't do that. Don't do quick and easy. Do something that makes sense.
I think
like
just do what's comfortable for
or,
you. Yeah. I mean, like we said, with people who have really big bushes, it might not be as easy. They may have to wax or laser.
Yeah, but shaving, I don't see.
Keep some on there.
But like,
keep some.
Taking a razor blade to the genitals, I don't really see how that makes sense.
Go with the grain, not against. Kind of like, yeah. But I think, what did I just say? It was a great one. Keep some grass on the pitch.
Yeah.
Just don't. So I did have a question which actually I received about pubic hair, which is another reason why I really, really wanted to get into it. But I think we can answer it quite quickly because it was pubic related. So he's a 27-year-old guy and his girlfriend has a lot of pubic hair. I don't think she's ever removed the hair before.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me too much. But I don't notice it during sex, but during foreplay, I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable touching down there when the hair is wet, and certainly won't go down on her.
Won't go down on her?
No, it won't.
Okay.
But, okay. She's asked me to, but I refuse until she trims it. Speaking of the trim. Her claim is that she shouldn't have to, and she can't shave as she's allergic. It's putting a strain on the small amount of time we do have together.
Okay. So what do we advise this guy?
I'm pro-bush, leave her alone. I encourage scissors. I encourage a light trim. Why don't you show her what you do? Do you trim? Because if you don't trim, back off. But if you do trim, why don't you show her what you do? And perhaps, you can encourage that into some bit of foreplay, a bit of fun. You're going to trim it with an electric razor. It could be fun for something for you guys to do together. But don't push her if she doesn't want to. But I do encourage a trim, but not all of it.
Yeah.
But back off if you don't.
Some people are, they get caught up on a certain thing. Like some people, they wash their hands a lot and they just freak out about stuff like that. I mean, if long hair like just freaks you out, then like you gotta date people that are like your species, date people that match up with you. So I mean, if it's a deal breaker, then like
break the deal.
Yeah, break the deal or like get your head fixed. Up to you.
The ball is in your court, young man.
I would say in general, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal to me. So if it is to somebody else, they're probably reading too much into it, probably influenced by the media a bit too much. If you actually look at what's the actual effect of like a lovemaking session, it's minimal in my opinion.
Thank you.
So chill out.
I appreciate that.
Chill out.
I appreciate that coming from a man. Thank you.
Just don't stubble it.
Don't get a razor out and shave a nice lightning bolt into it.
She'll probably be like, oh, I have to do something, and then she'll like shave it off, and then it'll be stubbly, and then you'll both just hate each other.
Yeah, and you'll be really pissed off. So
Yeah.
Choose wisely, young man. So we're coming down to the end, and I'm going to get out some great fast facts on pubic hair, which is another reason why I am so pro-bush.
Bam.
So, after all of this is why we have pubic hair. It wasn't put there for no reason. There is a reason why we all have it. So, number one, pubic hair, just like I said, pubic hair isn't there so you can get rid of it. It acts as a cushion to protect your lady parts against friction, especially during rigorous sex. So think about caveman style back in the day where sex was just an act.
Interesting.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
You know, so it was a cushion from when he was, pumping her too hard.
Okay, I got you.
So that's why it's there.
I got you.
Okay.
Or if you're just like wandering around in the jungle and there's a lot of thorns and you got a little bit of hair to sort of, I get you. Yeah. Like if a hornet attacked you, he would get caught in the hair.
Number two, I think I'm going to say this word right. The apocrine glands in your body secrete pheromones that contain an odorless substance that mix with the bacteria from the oil that the sebaceous glands give off.
Okay.
These pheromones get trapped in pubic hair where they can enhance sexual awareness in others and make people seem sexually desirable.
Interesting.
So pheromones are a huge thing, and I actually read a study about this, but we'll talk about pheromones I think in another podcast because it's a really interesting topic. It can make or break.
So it's like if you really want to smell an essential oil, you would put it on like a cotton pad where there's more surface area. So it's like the same idea. Instead of just having like a drop of these pheromones like on your dick, it would be like absorbed into your hair and there'd be more surface area, more smell.
Pheromones are all... Oh, it's a whole other topic. If I get into it, we'll go forever. The natural oils in pubic hair can keep the area lubricated.
Okay.
So, not so much need for the extra top of lube.
Interesting.
And the last one, pubic hair also protects your genitals against warts, acts as a barrier against bacteria and yeast infections. So, keep the pubes, stop the UTIs, stop the yeast infections.
Oh.
Ladies, I told you, pro-bush, keep the bush, just go for a light trim. You won't have any of these issues again. This is Rachel and Hunk Hands, wishing you an amazing day.
Goodbye.
See ya!